Tonight on This Week Live on Ustream, we discuss, has Matt Hancock become skint? Have a look where he's doing his shopping. Piers Morgan is to become even more unbearable due to the Ofcom ruling. And Oxford Vice-Chancellor Louise Richardson says she's ashamed that their university educated Michael Gove. Why? Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends, and hello to everyone for a small snippet of tonight's show on YouTube. It's fantastic news that Ronaldo, who has become Portugal's highest scorer, beating someone, Ireland, I think, 2-1, and then getting a yellow card for ripping his shirt off and showing what a 40-year-old body looks like. He's let himself go, hasn't he, really? I don't know if any of you women want to, do the washing on his abs, but he's certainly got there now. And of course, it's all down to Alex Ferguson, who made the phone call and said, will you come back? I mean, it must have been very, very difficult for Europe's top scorer. And he can score, don't you worry about that. He's pulled more birds than Casanova. But I can imagine Alex Ferguson, wait, you've got to come back on Man United. Wayne Rooney has now Derby County, and we need Ronaldo to come back and play for Ole Gunnar to play for a thing. And I would like to persuade you to come back to Manchester with a small poem to remind you of me. There's a worm at the bottom of the garden and his name is Wigger Weaver. Yeah, brilliant, eh? Well, Ronaldo, if you don't get on up there, there's always Charlton. As they say, a lot of people up there might have their noses put out of joint because you've come back. Well, don't you worry, it's all right. Now, talking of noses out of joint, what about Piers Morgan, eh? He's going to be even more smuggerer now, isn't he? Because the Ofcom said that he's right to have his opinions on what Meghan Markle said, the Duchess of of California. And she was, well, I don't know what's going to happen now. There's going to be more rows and arguments. And I'd watch myself if I were you, Piers, because Prince Harry is not to be messed with. He's a tough bugger. Don't you worry about that. But Piers has been let off. And here's the thing. The boss of ITV, and here she is, look at her. She's called Caroline McCall. Brilliant singer. No, it's Kirsty. Anyway, Caroline McCall. And she didn't back Piers up. She should have backed him up. She's his boss. She should have said, all right, Piers, we're sticking by you here. But no, she was a bit of a guardian. She was something to do with the Guardian as well. So the training was being a lefty. But apparently, Meghan wrote to her and said, sack Piers Morgan. And so that probably put the train to leave the station. The strange thing is, I looked at Good Morning Britain. Is it still called that? TVAM, I still call it. And Suzanne, she says she's torn between She said at one hand it's her friend, Piers Morgan, and the other side it is her boss, this Kirsty McCall. And so what's she going to do? If I was her, go with the boss, forget Piers, And I thought, Suzanne, you looked very good this morning, taking your time to speak to us in your bathrobe. But I think the star of it all, and we're all missing out on this, is Kate Garraway. Kate Garraway, she's kept her grace and her charm and her positivity. She's kept on with her work, and her husband Derek is still very poorly. And I hope that Caroline McCall, the boss of ITV, will give that woman our Kate all the help that a boss needs to do in a time like this. Let's show that ITV is a real good, caring thing, and not just sacking Piers Morgan and refusing to have me on at any stage of the proceedings. But let's make sure the most important thing is that that Kate gets all the help she can. Well, you know, and this really, with poor Derek, has got to be a wake-up call for this booster jab. We've got to get this booster jab. And for those of you who are refusing to take the vaccination, that's up to you. But you just keep seeing more and more people that have not been vaccinated ending up in hospital and ending up sadly dead because they refused. So listen, don't worry about it. It's just a little prick. Remember him. Righto then, so we're off to Ustream to talk to the members for another 20 odd minutes, half an hour, couple of days. I know it seems like it. All right, don't forget, for all of you that don't want to sign up to Ustream, up yours.